All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Mexico City Diablos and the Indianapolis Colts. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Out, out, out.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Completes it to Dixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First down, Mexico City.
What is that? 19! We're pretty quiet, G. 24! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check. Jumper, 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 jumper. He's coming, he's coming. He's 59! Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me. Mike, 55. Right there, man. 59. Check right. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 54.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Dixon complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Check out. 5, 6, and 5. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
On 1st and 10, Love. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They will run with Ware, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Spencer Ware, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Colts have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely. That's
fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, touchdown number 15 of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Luck now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 14-14.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson off play action. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll run on first down. Hunt, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 yards there, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Set. 19. Check 55. Let's make these babies cry.
Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in, it's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Indy, and even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Luck. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Luck on 1st down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Luck now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now Luck defers to Mack. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He completes this one to Mack. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Mike, set. 19. 55. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 24. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. 59. Watch the pass. 6 guys. Check 6. 59. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Shift. Shift.
On 1st down, it's Watson.
Check. Check.
Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
To throw is Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Alert! It's a party now. Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch. 59. Check, check. Lucky. Man, let's go.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check 99. Check 99. Tighten up. Check 4. Watch it.
Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Switch. Hey, check 24. Hey, 31. Tight guard. Check, crunch. Ringo.
Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
To the air yet again. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson. 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 77 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Watson. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check your hot read. Hey, 24.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Thought maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. To throw is Love. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck looking for Campbell downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 38, Watson rolling to his right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
In your face.
On first down, it's Hunt, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Hunt. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
And the Mexico City first down.
Mike. Set. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 29.
On first down, Boyd. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kiki QT with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well.
Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Past the 20. And he will score. It's a touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope. Under pressure, they got him again. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A shotgun snap for Locke. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Locke on 3rd down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Check.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Single. 3rd down and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Love. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On first down, Love. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A game there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
So we got man.
From the gun, here's Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 66 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So it's safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On second down and 4, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. To throw is Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson steps away to his left. Throw left side complete to QT. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Watson flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. To the air yet again. Watson eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.